Hi, this is Andy with West Valley 411. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take care of wood rot in an exterior garage door. And I was not planning on posting this video, but I have a bunch of questions, so maybe you can help me and I can show you the midpoint of my work in progress. The next step is to go to Big Box and see if I can get some door casings that are not part of a whole kit. And if they don't have it, we'll have to go to a specialty retailer. But anyway, first thing I noticed was that there was some wood deteriorating in the corner piece here, and I started poking around with a screwdriver and obviously found some significant rot on both sides. So let me take you through the process real quick. Took the threshold off, and it had a really interesting screw. I hope you can see this. It's probably a type of pounded in screw with an anchor that you press in and then maybe you screw. It's got a standard slotted screwdriver here at the tip. So that was kind of hard to get out. I had to unscrew it part way and then yank it out with a pair of grips. So first we took this off. Below that was an aluminum which probably was some type of water barrier because it had some plastic on both sides of it, and that was on top of the pressure treated lumber. So what I did is took my handy reciprocating multi-tool. I'm going to turn it on just in case you've never seen one of these before. They're pretty loud but easy to use and does a really nice cut. So that was able to get a very nice line across on the molding. And what was really interesting is, and I'm going to take this piece out right here, this casing was all one piece. It had the widest section here, a place for the door molding, and you know, the outer piece here. So if you just take a look at it, I thought there was 1, 2, 3 pieces, and in fact this exterior portion is curved, probably so it can accommodate the stucco right here, but you can see about how far it went down. So interestingly, let me move this out of the way and I'll do this. I did the same on the other side, made a really nice cut. So we get down to the structural 4x4 and wood here. It looks pretty good, except I'm going to have to scrape off some of this and sand it because there is some minor amount of wood rot there, and I guess I will Bondo that. And looking over to the other side, if there's enough light in there, it looks like the wood was split. I don't know if you can see the nail if there's enough light, but I'm going to have to fill that in a little bit with some Bondo. So in looking at the pressure treated piece, there was this expansion wood that looks like it's cedar or something that totally broke down. So if I turn it over, you can see this is just totally coming apart. I'm not sure why they didn't put a 2x6 piece of pressure treated here. So I decided to lift this up with a crowbar, and underneath it was kind of interesting. There were nails inserted into the concrete portion when it was poured, and those are kind of really rusting out. So I may strip those down and see if I can get that focused a little better. I'm going to try to get those stripped down, and maybe I'll spray paint them just so they don't rust any further. Interestingly, I noticed that my sidewalk is separating from the foundation, so there's a good 3/8 to ½ inch gap there, and I don't know there's a whole lot that I can do about that. The sidewalk goes you know, down through into the backyard, and this was poured 18 years ago. So the sidewalk here was an add-on to the original minor sidewalk that goes out to the front of the house, and so this was 3 years old before the back sidewalk got put in. So here we are. I'll replace this with a 2x6. I'll reuse the threshold. And so my question, and I'll use this side as an example, is am I going to be able to find the proper casing at the store, or am I going to have to just kind of piece this together with a couple of different pieces of wood? So I'm pretty fortunate in that I got a really nice cut out here. I am going to have to put some kind of a barrier up, and I don't know if I'll use plastic. It's really hard to find small quantities of some of these materials. You have to buy a whole roll, and not that it's a huge deal, but it's just kind of a hassle. So this is this water barrier has broken down quite a bit, so I'll probably seal it up with silicone. I did notice that, and check this out, the wood is so old that when it was pieced together, you can kind of see the cut there. See if I can get this to focus. It just kind of fell apart. The glue just deteriorated over the years. So anyway, we'll replace that piece. We will somehow figure out how to replace the wider piece. Definitely will not use MDF. We'll have to use some kind of wood. I was concerned about the hinges and cutting too close, but you can see here the wood is really clean all the way up on both sides, with the exception of this structural wood here. So I want to make sure I clean that up so it doesn't get any worse. But if you have any other tips, please let me know. If you have thoughts on where I can find the replacement casing, I'd sure appreciate that. And I'll post part 2 of the video when I find out where everything's at, and we'll go from there. All right, take care.